Started back in 1993, and the idea back then was to put weather stations in schools. So we actually put automated systems in schools. They used them to improve math and science, and then we would collect that data here, and really it became a network that is now the largest in the world. I mean, and our mission is to take the pulse of the planet, and as you know, I mean, the weather's impact on society is greater today than it ever has been, from this, the terrible tornadoes out in the Midwest, the floods, and what we want to do is really kind of monitor the health of the planet, measure the planet, take the pulse of the atmosphere, and then provide people with information to make better decisions and help improve society. Yeah, I mean, when the internet really came into being back in the late 90s, we saw the opportunity to take the very local neighborhood level weather information that we had and take it directly to the consumer. You didn't have to go to the TV anymore to get your local weather, so we created a great desktop application to really provide that tool right on your desktop to get your neighborhood information, and people just love it. Weather and climate are impacting society like never before. Virtually every sector of the economy is impacted by weather, so agriculture, whether it's drought or flood, I mean, the yield of a crop is completely dependent on the weather. So, what we do is measure the atmosphere and provide information either to the farmers and the growers, so they can make good decisions on when to plant their crops, when to harvest them, what kind of pesticides and herbicides to use, etc. So, and transportation is the same thing. Transportation is something that is completely impacted by the weather, whether it's aviation or surface transportation. So, an example, our lightning network is crucial for aviation. When we measure lightning in the atmosphere, that means there's a pretty severe thunderstorm, and you really don't want to be flying a plane into that. So we provide that information to the transportation industry for them, again, to make better decisions to improve safety and also improve their bottom line. What we announced in January was to build the world's largest greenhouse gas network. So, I mean, we've all heard about greenhouse gases. The question is, how are they impacting our climate, right? And there's a lot that's known, there's a lot that's unknown. What we know is that with better observations come better science. And so we're going to deploy the largest network of greenhouse observation systems in the world. We're going to help improve the climate science so we understand the natural impacts of the carbon cycle and what man's impact is on the climate. And then again, it's for society going forward, this is an issue that we've got to figure out. We've got to understand how the climate is changing, and our network's going to be very fundamental to society figuring